In a world obsessed with relentless doing, the Stillness Law unveils a forgotten secret: the art of being. You'll discover how stillness ignites the cosmos, your serene soul, the key to unlocking every dream. Pause, breathe deeply, and let the universe dance to your heart's silent rhythm. Reality transforms in the quiet. The Stillness Law. Introduction. In the ceaseless hum of existence, there lies a secret older than time itself: the power of stillness. The Stillness Law is not a call to inaction, but an invitation to dwell in the sacred space where creation begins. In a world that demands constant motion, chasing desires, racing toward goals, we forget that what we seek is already within, waiting for us to pause and receive. This audiobook is a journey into the heart of stillness, weaving ancient wisdom with modern insights to awaken your infinite potential. From the whispered tales of sages to the science of consciousness, you'll uncover how to align with the universe's silent pulse. Each chapter is a portal, guiding you from the first stirrings of awareness to the radiant mastery of your highest self. Stillness is not emptiness. It is the canvas of all possibility, the quiet force that shapes reality without effort. For those awakening to their spiritual truth, yearning for a higher state of being, this is more than a book. It is a remembering. Prepare a quiet corner. Breathe deeply and let these words be your guide. The universe speaks in silences, not shouts. It has been calling you all along, through every moment of longing, every unanswered question. Will you answer now? Step into this sacred pause and discover that stillness is not just power. It is your birthright, your connection to the eternal. Let the Stillness Law illuminate your path, revealing that what you desire is already seeking you, waiting only for your heart to grow still. Part 1. Awakening to Stillness. Chapter 1. The Whisper of the Void. In a desert stretching beyond the grasp of memory, where stars blazed fierce against a velvet night, unmarred by time, a sage named Arian knelt upon the dunes, his breath a silent prayer to the infinite. The world lay hushed. No whisper of wind, no cry of beast, only an endless emptiness that seemed to cradle the cosmos itself. Legends named this place the Void's Cradle, where creation first stirred in silence, weaving light from shadow. Arian sought neither riches nor renown, but a truth that spoke only to those who lingered in quiet reverence. Night after night, he waited, his heart a steady rhythm pulsing against the vast dark, until a moment beyond measure unveiled its secret, a soundless vibration rippling through the sands, proclaiming that all things are born from stillness. The void is not barren. It pulses with the promise of all that might be, a sacred expanse where the universe dreams itself into being. Ancient Greek poets, like Hesiod, sang of chaos, the formless womb from which order arose. Christian mystics wrote of the silence before God's word sparked light. These voices echo through time, finding resonance in modern science, which maps the quantum field, a shimmering sea of potential where particles dance into existence from nothingness. The law of attraction takes root here. What you seek does not demand force, but flows when you align with this silent current, a canvas vast enough to hold every intention. Yet we turn from this quiet, our lives drowned in the clamor of ceaseless striving, screens that scream for attention, thoughts that race toward unreachable horizons, desires we chase with relentless hunger. We mistake motion for meaning, believing that only effort can birth our dreams. What if the truth lies elsewhere, hidden in the pause where the world's noise fades? Stillness is pure presence, a mirror where your soul glimpses the infinite, unclouded by fear or want. Like Orion, you need no distant journey to find it. The void hums within you, in the spaces between your breaths, in the stillness that holds your deepest truths. Science lends its voice to this ancient song, revealing that a mind at rest, free from the tumult of overthinking, sparks connections no labor can forge. Neuroscientists find that silence nurtures insights, weaving ideas as effortlessly as stars kindle in the cosmic night, each a beacon of possibility. The law of stillness whispers, when you grow quiet, you attune to creation's frequency, where desires take shape without struggle, guided by the universe's unseen hand. This is your call to listen, to step into the silence that cradles all beginnings. Find a place where the world's demands fall away. A shadowed corner, a bench beneath twilight's glow, a window framing the stars. Stand or sit, eyes soft, hands open as if gathering light from the heavens. For 5 minutes, let silence be your guide, thoughts drifting like clouds across an endless sky, unheld and unnamed. Feel the desert's quiet enfold you, not as absence, but as a cradle, rocking your spirit awake. You are not seeking, you are hearing, not waiting, you are arriving. The void's embrace carries you, and in its silence, your journey unfolds, boundless as the eternal night. Chapter 2. The Mirror of Stillness. What do you see when the world falls silent, its clamor hushed by the weight of your own breath? In the ancient groves of Thessaly, where moonlight spun silver threads through gnarled olive trees swaying gently in the night's embrace, the goddess Mnemosyne stood before a lake so still it captured every star in its glassy depths. Legend tells she gazed not for vanity, but for memory, the truth of all that was and all that might yet be, woven into the fabric of existence. The waters, undisturbed by even a whisper of breeze, unveiled not merely her reflection, but the tapestry of eternity, each ripple a story, each gleam a destiny. Mnemosyne knew a secret we too often forget. Only a still mind mirrors the divine. Stillness is radiant presence, a sacred expanse where your mind reflects the clarity of all that is, unmarred by the turbulence of restless thought. When the heart churns with worry or ambition, reality fractures, revealing only shards of what might be true. Yet in silence, the mind becomes a flawless surface, disclosing truths no voice can carry, truths that bind the stars to your soul. Celtic druids, standing in their sacred groves, sought this clarity through quiet communion with the earth. Medieval monks knelt in wordless prayer, finding God in the stillness of their cells. Modern psychology echoes their wisdom, showing that a mind at rest, unburdened by the noise of striving, unlocks intuition, resolving dilemmas with a grace that effort cannot match. The law of attraction finds its power here. Your deepest intentions take form when your inner waters lie calm, undisturbed by doubt. We resist this silence, our days a river clouded by haste, tasks piling like stones, fears swirling like eddies, the clamor of what must be done drowning out the quiet within. We fear stillness will lay bare our fragility, our unworthiness. Yet the mirror of silence does not condemn. It reveals, offering a glimpse not only of who you are, but of who you are destined to become. Like Mnemosyne, you need no oracle beyond the quiet of your own being, where the infinite awaits your gaze. Science unveils this mystery, demonstrating that moments of pause strengthen neural pathways, fostering insights that busyness buries deep beneath the surface of the mind. The still mind is not dormant. It is a crucible, forging desires into alignment with the universe's boundless flow, where love, purpose, and abundance reside not as distant hopes, but as truths already present, veiled only by the ripples of a restless heart. Open this mirror now, when dawn's first light or dusk's soft shadows call the world to rest. Find a quiet space, holding a small object, a stone, a feather, its weight a gentle anchor for your gaze. For 7 minutes, let your eyes rest upon it, thoughts drifting like clouds across a boundless sky, unheld and unnamed. Feel your presence deepen, your heart steady, as if the object hums with silent wisdom. Place it where you see it daily, a quiet testament to your clarity. You are the mirror, reflecting the infinite, where every dream finds its eternal home. Chapter 3: The Pulse of Creation. All creation begins with a single beat, a silent thrum echoing through the vastness, older than worlds themselves. In the shadowed halls of medieval Florence, where candlelight flickered against walls of weathered stone, a man named Alarico toiled over his alchemical forge, seeking the elusive spark that would transmute lead into radiant gold. Years of sweat and failure carved deep lines into his hands, his spirit heavy with unfulfilled dreams. One night, broken by despair, he sat still, the furnace cold, his mind a quiet sea. In that pause, a rhythm stirred, not from the dying embers, but from the depths of his own being. A pulse steady as the heavens, guiding his hands to craft a vessel of pure light. Alarico had uncovered not gold, but the truth. Creation breathes in stillness. Stillness is the wellspring where life's endless possibilities converge, a sacred rhythm that hums beneath the surface of all things. The Stoic philosophers of ancient Rome, like Marcus Aurelius, spoke of an inner calm that aligns the soul with the cosmos's unspoken order, a harmony that births all motion. Celtic seers, standing beneath starlit oaks, heard this pulse in the earth's quiet song, a melody weaving chaos into form. Modern science traces its echo, describing a quantum field, alive with potential, where energy awaits the touch of intention to shape it into being. The law of attraction is this rhythm's voice. When you rest in silence, your desires resonate with the universe, drawing forth creation without the strain of force. We bury this pulse beneath torrents of noise, plans that race toward unseen horizons, regrets that cling like shadows, desires that clamor for fulfillment, as if silence were a void to be filled. We believe creation demands struggle, that stillness is surrender to defeat. Yet effort without alignment scatters the soul's energy, like a melody played out of tune. In silence, the mind's restless chatter fades, and the rhythm grows clear. Psychologists name this the flow state, where ideas pour forth unbidden, as if the universe itself guides the pen, crafting masterpieces from poet's verse to inventor's vision in the quiet of a single breath. You carry this pulse within, a sacred cadence beating in the moments we too often overlook. When you pause before a word, linger in dawn's first light, or let a question rest unanswered. These are not absences, but thresholds, where intention touches eternity. Studies reveal that meditation stills the brain's default mode, unleashing divergent thinking that carves new paths, new worlds, from the silence of a rested mind. The law of stillness promises that creation is not seized. It flows when you trust the rhythm, letting it weave your dreams into the tapestry of the real. Join this rhythm now. When sunrise bathes the world in gold or starlight silvers the night's embrace. Find a quiet corner, your body at ease, one hand resting gently on your chest to feel the life within. For 8 minutes, let each breath blend with this inner tide, thoughts drifting like leaves upon a stream, unheld and free. As you rise, trace a simple circle on paper, a quiet emblem of your harmony with creation's flow. Keep it near, a vow to trust the beat. The universe moves with you, shaping your dreams in the silence where all things are born. Shuang 4. The Forgotten Art of Being. Could you dwell wholly within a single moment, unshackled from the restless tug of tomorrow's promise? In a village nestled among the emerald hills of ancient Hibernia, where dawn's light wove golden threads across the dew-kissed fields, a farmer named Amen tended his crops beneath a boundless sky, while others toiled against the seasons, scheming to outwit storm or drought for greater yields. Amen moved with a quiet grace that seemed to echo the earth's own heartbeat, his hands guided not by frantic plans, but by a presence rooted deep in the now. When a merciless drought scorched his neighbor's fields to ash, Amen's barley stood tall, bathed in rains that arrived as if called by unseen tides. Villagers spoke of enchantment, but Amen only smiled, his eyes soft as twilight. "I do not command the land," he said gently. "I walk with it, and it sings back." His secret was no spell. It was the forgotten art of being, a wisdom etched into the stones of the hills he called home. Stillness invites you to rest in existence, to release the ceaseless drive to shape each moment with effort. The Stoic philosophers of ancient Greece spoke of ataraxia, a serene acceptance where the soul aligns with the universe's quiet rhythm, like a river flowing effortlessly through ancient valleys. Yet we have strayed far from this truth. Our lives a clamor of striving, erecting towers of ambition, chasing fleeting shadows of success, proving worth to a world that rarely pauses to witness our light. The law of attraction offers a subtle truth. What you long for does not yield to force, but blossoms when you stand open to the silent current weaving through all things. In ceasing to struggle, you become a channel through which the universe pours its gifts, as rain found Amen's fields when he trusted the earth's pulse. Science traces this ancient path, revealing how presence, cultivated through mindfulness, calms the mind's turbulent waves, fostering a clarity and resilience that no labor can rival. Psychologists observe that those who dwell fully in the present, unburdened by yesterday's sorrows or tomorrow's fears, unlock wellsprings of creativity and connection, as if reality reshapes itself to mirror their calm. Stillness becomes the fertile ground, where intentions take root, unfolding without strain, like a wildflower breaking through stone to greet the morning's embrace. We shy from this call, fearing that to pause is to falter, that being holds less power than doing. Yet Amen's harvest thrived not through harder toil, but through harmony with the land's silent song. To be is to stand as a vessel, open to the universe's guidance. As Celtic druids felt the earth's spirit in quiet groves, or medieval monks heard divine whispers in wordless prayer. Your desires are not battles to be fought. They are offerings, awaiting your presence to weave them into being. Step into this truth now. When morning light spills gently across the world, walk slowly outdoors, barefoot if you dare, letting the earth's touch guide each step through grass or stone. For 12 minutes, move without aim, your breath a soft tide blending with the air's warmth. The light's caress, the ground's steady hold. Gather a leaf from your path, a quiet emblem of this moment's grace, and keep it near. The universe flows through your presence, infinite and whole, carrying your dreams to bloom in the eternal now. Chapter 5. The Silent Symphony. Listen. Can you hear the music woven into the world's unspoken breath? In an ancient forest lost to time, where towering oaks stretch their branches toward a sky ablaze with twilight's fire, a bard named Lyra roamed, her lyre cradled silent in her hands. She yearned for a melody to stir the hearts of eternity. Yet every note she struck dissolved into the wind's indifferent murmur, leaving her spirit heavy with unfulfilled longing. One dawn, weary from endless striving, she sank beneath an oak, her fingers still, her soul open to the morning's radiant glow. As sunlight poured through the leaves, a song arose, not from her strings, but from the forest itself, where rustling branches, whispering breezes, and the steady pulse of sap wove a harmony no mortal could dream to craft. Lyra wept, not for defeat, but for awakening. The universe sings its deepest truths in silence. Stillness unveils the symphony of existence, a chorus resonating through every fragment of creation. Celtic bards spoke of the earth's music, a melody carried in the wind's soft chant. Greek philosophers named it logos, the cosmic order, humming beneath all things. Science catches faint traces of this harmony, detecting cosmic background radiation, the universe's first whisper, while neuroscientists find that silent meditation aligns brainwaves with rhythms deeper than thought. The law of attraction dances to this tune. When you grow still, your intentions merge with the cosmic score, resonating effortlessly with the desires your heart holds dear. We smother this song beneath layers of clamor, plans racing forward, regrets clinging like shadows, desires shouting for fulfillment, as if silence were a space to conquer. Yet stillness is not absence, but abundance, the vast stage where every note of life performs its eternal part. To rest within it is to realize your unity with creation, a single breath entwined with the universe's grand hymn. Lyra's lyre fell quiet, yet she joined a melody vaster than her own. So too can you, for the dreams you cherish already vibrate in this timeless refrain, awaiting your presence to bring them forth. Psychology illuminates this connection, showing that moments of awe, sparked by silence, dissolve the ego's walls, fostering compassion and a sense of belonging to something boundless. In stillness, you hear not only your own heart, but the chorus of all that is, a melody guiding manifestation as naturally as stars trace their paths across the heavens. Join this harmony now, at twilight's gentle hush, when the world softens into shades of dusk. Find a place where nature breathes, a garden's edge, a park's quiet embrace, a sill framing the evening's glow. For 10 minutes, stand or sit, hands resting lightly, eyes lifted to the sky, letting sounds, birdsong, wind, distant murmurs flow through you as threads in a single tapestry, become the space where they converge, your breath a melody entwining with their dance. As you finish, raise your hands to the stars, a gesture of weaving your song into theirs. You are the cosmos's echo, alive in this moment, forever bound to the harmony that births all things. Chapter 6. The Seed Beneath the Snow. In a Nordic valley, locked in winter's embrace, where snow cloaked the earth in silence, a single seed lay buried beneath the frost. Above, villagers despaired, their fields barren, their hopes crushed by unrelenting cold. The seed, however, did not struggle. It did not rail against the ice or yearn for light. Still and quiet, it rested in the dark, trusting a rhythm deeper than seasons. When spring's warmth stirred, the seed broke free, its tender shoot piercing the thaw to become a mighty tree, its branches heavy with fruit for ages. No miracle this, just the power of stillness, the cradle of all that grows. Stillness is where intentions take root, even in darkness. Ancient Druids saw this in the oak's quiet slumber, its strength gathered unseen. The Buddha, beneath his tree, found truth not in striving, but in waiting. The law of attraction whispers the same. Your desires need no force, only faith in the universe's timing. Psychology confirms this. Studies show that pauses allow the mind to process deeply, weaving answers in silence. Like the seed, your dreams ask not for haste, but for trust, for the patience to let them unfold. We dread such stillness. Our world prizes speed, fast results, instant signs, as if delay were defeat. We claw at our seeds, desperate for proof, scattering their potential. Yet the universe moves in cycles, not demands. The I Ching speaks of the mountain, urging calm to find truth amid turmoil. In stillness, you align with currents that carry your visions to bloom. Neuroscience reveals that rest sparks creativity, as the brain forges connections in quiet, like roots threading through unseen soil. This is your seed, your moment. To manifest is to trust the dark, to know that growth happens beyond sight. The law of stillness promises what is meant for you will rise, not when you push, but when you allow. Every pause you embrace strengthens the roots of your intentions, unseen but sure. Plant this truth now. Find a quiet evening, a candle's flicker your guide. Write one desire on a slip of paper, something your soul holds close. Fold it gently, place it in a small box, and leave it untouched for 7 days. Each night, sit for 5 minutes, feeling patience settle like snow. What shifts within? A calm, a knowing. This is the seed's wisdom. All is unfolding even now. Stillness is not delay. It is the promise of spring, alive in your steady heart. Part 2. The Alchemy of Presence. You have walked through silence's dawn, where stillness unveiled whispers, mirrors and rhythms of the infinite. Now the path turns inward. Part 2 calls you to the alchemy of presence, a forge where fleeting moments become eternal truths. Stillness transforms here, sharpening awareness to cut through illusion, kindling intuition, and weaving creation from the now. Through tales of sages and insights of science, you will learn to live fully in each breath, where every pause births possibility, every glance aligns with the cosmos. Step into this crucible. This is the art of becoming, crafted in the fire of your own presence. Chapter 7. The Fire Within the Pause. A single moment can hold eternity. In ancient Japan, where cherry blossoms drifted like fleeting prayers, a samurai named Kenta stood before his foe. The sun burned high, swords gleamed, yet Kenta's hand lingered still on his hilt. The crowd hushed, awaiting clash, but Kenta paused. In that stillness, a fire sparked, not of rage, but of vision. The world sharpened, each petal's fall sang clear. When he moved, his blade was swift, not forced, but born of the clarity kindled in silence. Kenta did not conquer. He became the moment, and the moment was his. Stillness is the forge of presence. The Zen art of Ma, the sacred gap, reveals that pauses cradle infinite power. Here, intention becomes flame, burning bright with purpose. The law of attraction thrives in this fire. When you halt the rush, your desires align with the universe's pulse, blazing into form. Neuroscience unveils the magic. Brief pauses reset neural circuits, sparking insights with piercing clarity. The mind, freed from noise, becomes a crucible where scattered thoughts meld into radiant truth. This is not idleness, it is creation's heart. We shy from such pauses. Our days are a torrent. Tasks surge, fears clamor, and we dread the stillness that might reveal our fragility. Yet Kenta's pause was his strength, his sword, honed by trust in the now. Ancient voices echo this. Hesychast monks saw divine light in silent prayer. Vedic sages found Shakti in meditative breath. The universe does not rush its stars. It shapes them in quiet eternities. So too with your dreams. They ignite when you give them space to burn. This fire glows within you. It dances in the gaps we overlook, between words, plans, pulses. To pause is to tend it, to let presence consume doubt. Psychology shows that intentional breaks sharpen focus, turning chaos into purpose. The law of stillness teaches manifestation is not a race, but a flame, fueled by your calm. In this moment, you are not lacking. You are a creator, forging reality with every silent breath. Your intentions, held in stillness, blaze with the power to reshape worlds. Kindle this fire now. Today, when haste grips you, a choice, a fear, a task, stop for 3 breaths. Stand or sit, eyes soft, hands open, as if catching starlight. Feel your presence warm, like embers beneath ash. Ask within, what lives in this moment? Let the answer rise, not as thought, but as heat, a knowing. Speak it silently, not to hold, but to release it into the now. This is your alchemy, not of struggle, but of pause. Stillness is not the absence of fire. It is the spark that lights your path, eternal and free. And Chapter 8, The Veil of Illusion. What binds you to shadows cast by a light you cannot yet see? In the ancient forests of Gaul, where twilight wove a tapestry of silver through gnarled oaks, standing sentinel against the sky, a wanderer named Leora ventured into a grove sacred to the old gods. Tales spoke of its paths, each turn promising freedom, yet leading deeper into an endless maze of doubt and fear. Leora, exhausted from years of searching for truth amid life's fleeting forms, sat still one evening, her breath blending with the forest's hush. As silence deepened, the shadows shimmered, dissolving like mist before dawn's first light, revealing not a labyrinth, but a boundless meadow, golden beneath a starlit heaven. The maze was no prison. It was her mind's illusion, undone by the clarity of presence. Stillness parts the veil of illusion, lifting the curtain that obscures the eternal truth of your being. The Stoic philosophers of ancient Rome, like Epictetus, taught that perception shapes reality, urging a calm mind to see beyond fleeting appearances to the order beneath. Celtic druids, standing in their hallowed groves, sought this clarity in silent communion with the earth's spirit, knowing that truth endures beyond the mind's restless tales. Modern psychology echoes their insight, showing that mindfulness stills the brain's default mode, stripping away distortions to reveal the boundless light of what is. The law of attraction falters when clouded by illusion. Desires born of fear manifest only chaos, but in stillness you align with reality's radiant core, where intentions shine clear and true. We cling to these veils, weaving stories of lack, failure, or separation, mistaking them for the fabric of our lives. Our days are heavy with narratives we dare not question, fearing silence will unravel our fragile sense of self. Yet Leora's grove was no trap. It was a mirror reflecting what she needed to release. Christian mystics, kneeling in the quiet of their cells, found God's presence beyond the mind's chatter. Greek poets sang of the Muses, whose inspiration pierced illusion in moments of sacred pause. The law of stillness teaches that clarity dawns when you rest in presence, where shadows fade and the universe's truth flows unimpeded. This unveiling is your birthright. The fears and doubts you carry mere clouds drifting across an infinite sky. To pause is to see them pass, to dwell in the now where no illusion holds sway. Science affirms this power. Meditation calms the amygdala, quieting the fear that fuels false narratives, allowing truth to rise like a flame in the dark. Your desires, freed from distortion, become beacons, guiding the universe to weave them into form with effortless grace. Step through this veil now, when evening casts its gentle hush across the world. Find a quiet space, perhaps lit by a single candle's glow, and sit with eyes half closed, breath soft as twilight's touch. For 8 minutes, let thoughts glide like leaves on a stream, neither grasped nor judged, your presence a steady anchor in their flow. Feel the space beneath them widen, vast and clear as if the forest's silence speaks your name. Rise and touch your hand to your heart, a silent vow to see truly. The universe unfolds through your clarity, revealing the boundless meadow where your truth has always stood. Chapter 9. The Compass of Intuition. A whisper can guide where maps fall silent, leading through mists no eye can pierce. In the starlit temples of Delphi, where sacred vapors curled like threads of fate against the marble, the oracle Pythia sat in stillness, her voice a bridge to truths unseen by mortal gaze. Kings and wanderers sought her wisdom, not for charted paths, but for insights that stirred the heart's deep knowing. One twilight, a sailor lost in seas that stretched beyond horizon's end, knelt before her, his hope frayed by endless waves. Pythia offered no directions, only a gentle command. Listen to the silence within. In that quiet, the sailor heard a call, a rhythm steady as the tides, guiding him to shores bathed in dawn's embrace. The oracle's gift was not prophecy, it was the stillness that woke his inner compass. Stillness is the compass of intuition, a silent guide that speaks when logic alone falters. The Stoics of ancient Rome, like Seneca, urged trust in the inner voice that rises in calm. Celtic seers heard it in the wind's soft chant through sacred oaks, a melody older than words. The law of attraction hinges on this clarity. Intuition aligns your desires with the universe's flow, bypassing the mind's narrow gates. Science lends its voice, revealing that quiet reflection sparks the brain's right hemisphere, igniting nonlinear insights that guide decisions with uncanny precision. In stillness, you touch a wisdom woven into the fabric of existence, a beacon that never wavers. We stifle this voice, our lives a cacophony of plans, doubts, and data, drowning the subtle notes that call us home. We seek answers in the clamour of the world, ignoring the compass within. Yet Pythia's silence was her strength, as yours can be. The law of stillness reveals that intuition is not chance. It is the universe breathing through your presence, guiding your path with a certainty no map can offer. Psychology affirms this, showing that meditative pauses sharpen instincts, weaving choices into alignment with truths deeper than thought. This compass is yours, humming in the quiet moments, when you pause before a choice, when a feeling stirs unbidden, when silence opens like a starlit sky. Christian mystics found it in wordless prayer, sensing God's hand in the heart's stillness. Greek poets felt it in the muse's silent call. In stillness, you are not alone. You are woven into the universe's tapestry, your intuition a thread that traces the path to your dreams. Find this guidance now, when evening's hush blankets the world in gentle shadow. Sit in a quiet space, a candle's flame or a star's light. Your anchor, your breath, a soft tide ebbing and flowing. For 9 minutes, hold a question close, not seeking answers, but letting it rest like a stone in still water, your presence open to its ripples. Feel the space it opens, vast as the heavens, and let it guide you. Mark this moment with a single nod, a silent pledge to trust your inner light. You are the compass, aligned with eternity, forever led by the silent song of truth. Chapter 10. The Eternal Now. Time slips through your fingers, or does it cradle you in its boundless embrace? In a windswept abbey, perched on Ireland's rugged cliffs, where the sea sang hymns to the dawn, a monk named Brendan sat in stillness, his eyes tracing the horizon's endless curve. Pilgrims sought him, burdened by regrets of yesterday or fears of tomorrow, craving visions of what was or might be. Brendan offered no tales of past or future, only a gentle truth. All is now. One seeker, weighed by a life of loss, lingered in his presence, and in the monk's quiet, time seemed to dissolve. Yesterdays and tomorrows wove into a single, radiant moment, eternal and whole. She left not with prophecies, but with presence, carrying the infinite in her heart. Stillness is the gateway to the eternal now, where the illusion of time fades, revealing all moments as one. The Greek philosopher Plato spoke of the timeless realm where truth resides, unbound by the fleeting shadows of change. Christian mystics, in their silent vigils, found God's presence in the heart's unending present. Modern physics lends its voice, suggesting time is not a river, but a field, where past, present, and future intertwine in a single tapestry of being. The law of attraction finds its power here. Your desires do not wait for tomorrow. They bloom in the now, where intention meets the universe's boundless pulse. We flee this now, chasing what lies beyond or mourning what slipped away, our minds weaving chains of hours that bind us to lack or longing. Yet Brendan's Abbey was no refuge from time. It was a return to its heart, where all is held in quiet embrace. Celtic seers, standing beneath starlit oaks, felt this unity in the earth's silent song, a rhythm that knows no end. Psychology confirms this wisdom, showing that mindfulness anchors the mind in the present, dissolving anxiety to unveil clarity as vast as the heavens. The law of stillness teaches, to create, you must dwell where creation lives, not in some distant dawn, but in the moment where your breath meets eternity. This eternal now is yours, pulsing in the pause before you speak, in the glance that lingers on a fading star, in the silence that holds your deepest truths. Stoic thinkers urged us to rest in this moment, finding peace in its completeness. Norse skalds sang of the Norns, weaving fate in the now's unbroken thread. In stillness, you are not bound by time. You are infinite, your desires already whole in the presence you claim. Enter this now, when dusk paints the world in hues of quiet gold. Find a space where the heart feels free, a garden's edge, a window framing twilight's glow. For 10 minutes, sit or stand, a stone or leaf in hand as your anchor, each breath a tide blending with the world's soft rhythm. Let sounds, light, and air flow through you, unjudged, your presence open as the sky. Mark this moment with a gentle touch to the earth, a silent vow to abide here. You are eternity's heart, boundless and whole, where every dream resides. Chapter 11. The Dance of Shadows. Darkness moves, but can you move with it? In an ancient Celtic forest, where moonlight carved paths through tangled oaks, a seer named Bran entered a cave sacred to the old gods. Legends warned of its shadows, forms that whispered fears no mortal could face. Bran sat still, his torch unlit, embracing the dark. As silence deepened, the shadows stirred, not as foes, but as dancers, each bearing a face of his past, grief, shame, unspoken dreams. In stillness, Bran saw them not as burdens, but as partners, their steps weaving a truth he'd long denied. He emerged not fleeing, but whole, the shadows now his allies. Stillness is the dance with your inner shadows. Carl Jung spoke of the shadow self, those hidden fears, regrets, and desires we bury. Unseen, they cloud the law of attraction, twisting intentions with doubt. Yet in silence, you meet them not to fight, but to understand. Neuroscience supports this. Meditation lowers defenses, allowing suppressed emotions to surface safely. The law of stillness reveals your shadows are not enemies, they are fragments of you seeking light. In presence, you integrate them, freeing your desires to manifest with clarity. We fear this dance. Our world shuns darkness, urging us to hide pain, to shine only in success. We run from shadows, yet they follow, dimming our inner fire. Bran's cave was no abyss. It was a mirror, reflecting what he needed to embrace. Buddhist teachings call this prajna, the wisdom born of facing all things without aversion. Psychology finds that confronting inner conflicts in quiet reduces their power, turning chaos into strength. In stillness, you do not banish shadows. You invite them to move with you, their weight transformed into grace. This dance is your power. The fears you carry, failure, unworthiness, are but steps in a greater rhythm. To pause is to learn their pattern, to see their truth. Every tradition knows this. Egyptian priests faced underworld trials in silence. Sufi poets sang of the beloved in life's dark valleys. In stillness, you are not broken. You are whole, your desires purified by the shadows you embrace. Step into this dance now. Find a shadowed corner, perhaps at night, a single candle your guide. Sit for 12 minutes, eyes half closed, breath steady. Let a fear or memory rise. Do not push it away. Watch it as you would a dancer, noting its shape without judgment. What does it carry? A lesson? A longing? Speak its name softly within, not to bind, but to release its hold. Let it move through you, lightened by your presence. This is the universe's rhythm, weaving shadow into light. Stillness is not avoidance. It is the embrace that heals, the dance that makes you whole. Chapter 12. The Weaver of Dreams. In the twilight of an ancient Athenian valley, where olive groves whispered secrets to the stars, a weaver named Calliope sat at her loom, her fingers tracing threads that glowed with the hues of dusk. Legends told of her tapestries, each a vision of worlds unseen, woven not from dye but from dreams caught in the silence of night. One evening, a poet, lost in the fog of his own unformed verses, sought her aid. Calliope did not speak. She paused, her hands still, her breath a quiet tide. In that silence, visions rose, cities of light, seas of song, and her loom sang them into form. The poet left not with answers, but with dreams made real, spun from the stillness of her presence. Stillness is the loom where dreams take shape, a sacred pause where the heart's deepest visions find their thread. The Greek philosopher Plato spoke of an eternal realm of forms, where ideals dwell beyond the grasp of time, glimpsed only in quiet contemplation. Celtic bards wove tales of other worlds born in the hush of sacred groves, their songs a bridge to the unseen. Modern neuroscience unveils this alchemy, showing that silence sparks the brain's default network, birthing creative insights that transcend logic's narrow bounds. The law of attraction thrives in this weave. When you rest in presence, your dreams align with the universe's infinite design, manifesting as naturally as stars claim the night. We resist this pause, our minds entangled in fears that dreams are too fragile, too distant, to hold. We fill our days with noise, plans, doubts, relentless tasks, as if silence might unravel our hopes. Yet Calliope's loom needed no force. It sang because she trusted the quiet. Stoic thinkers like Seneca urged us to find peace in the moment's truth, where visions rise unforced. Christian mystics, in their wordless prayers, saw heaven's light in the heart's still center. The law of stillness teaches that dreams are not chased. They are woven, thread by thread, in the presence you bring to each moment. This weaving is your gift, alive in the silent spaces where your heart dares to dream. Science confirms that meditative pauses enhance divergent thinking, crafting possibilities that effort alone cannot grasp. Your desires, held in stillness, become patterns in the universe's tapestry, each thread a step toward their realization, guided by a wisdom older than time. Step into this craft now when moonlight bathes the world in silver. Find a quiet space, a notebook or cloth before you as your loom. For 10 minutes, sit with eyes half closed, breath soft, letting one dream, a hope, a vision, rest gently in your mind's embrace. Do not force or shape it. Let it unfold like a thread unwinding, your presence its only guide. As you finish, draw a single line on your page or cloth, a mark of trust in its becoming. Place it where dawn's light will touch it, a silent pledge to weave your truth. You are the loom, threading eternity's dreams, each moment a stitch in the universe's boundless design. Part 3. The Flow of Surrender. You have woven dreams in the quiet of presence, threading your heart's visions into the universe's tapestry. Now the journey turns toward surrender, a river that carries you beyond, striving to the shores of trust. Stillness becomes a current here, not holding you fast, but guiding you to release what weighs the soul. Ancient Celtic seers saw this flow in the earth's silent streams. Stoic sages, like Marcus Aurelius, found peace in yielding to life's greater design. Christian mystics knelt in quiet, trusting divine will. Poets of old sang of fate's gentle hand. Through tales of wisdom and whispers of science, you will learn to let go, to drift with the cosmos's rhythm, where every desire finds its destined place in the eternal now. Chapter 13, The River of Trust, 550 words. In the mist-clad valleys of ancient Wales, where rivers carved paths through emerald hills, a wanderer named Gwyn stood at the edge of a churning stream, its waters wild, with spring's untamed rush. Burdened by a life of striving, he sought a fabled treasure said to lie beyond the river's end. Years of forcing his way through currents left him weary, his hands empty. One dawn, exhausted, he sat still, the river's roar softening to a song. In that pause, he saw not a barrier, but a guide, its flow inviting him to release his grip. Gwyn stepped into the stream, letting it carry him, and found not gold, but peace, a treasure born of trust. Stillness is the river of trust, a sacred surrender that carries you toward what is meant to be. Norse skalds sang of the Norns, who wove fate's threads in quiet certainty, trusting the cosmos's design. Christian monks, in their silent vigils, found God's will in the heart's gentle yielding. Modern psychology unveils this wisdom, showing that letting go of control reduces stress, opening the mind to possibilities unseen in struggle. The law of attraction flows here. When you release force, your intentions merge with the universe's current, guiding you to dreams you need not chase. We fear this river, clinging to plans and efforts as if trust were weakness. Our days are a battle against uncertainty, each step a fight to shape what lies ahead. Yet Gwyn's treasure came not from conquest, but from surrender. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus taught that peace lies in accepting what you cannot change, trusting the greater order. Celtic seers saw the earth's flow as a guide, not a foe. The law of stillness reveals that trust is not passivity, it is alignment, a dance with the tides that carry your desires to shore. This river runs through you, in moments when you pause before deciding, when you breathe through fear, when silence whispers of a path unseen. Science affirms that mindfulness fosters resilience, letting you navigate life's currents with clarity no struggle can match. Your dreams entrusted to this flow find their way, guided by a wisdom that knows no haste. Enter this river now, when evening's hush cradles the world in shadow. Find a quiet place, a porch, a park, a sill framing twilight's glow, and sit, hands open, as if releasing a leaf to the stream. For 9 minutes, let your breath flow like water, carrying thoughts of worry or want without holding them fast. Feel your presence soften, merging with the tide of an now. As you rise, let a single sigh escape, a gesture of surrender to the universe's care. Keep a small stone nearby, a token of your trust. You are the river's heart, flowing with eternity, where every dream finds its destined shore. Chapter 14, The Weight of Desire. Desire burns, but can you hold it lightly, like a flame that warms without consuming? In the ancient hills of Tuscany, where vineyards stretched beneath a sky of endless blue, a merchant named Livia walked a path worn smooth by her relentless ambition. She sought wealth to rival the stars, her days a ceaseless chase for more. Gold, land, renown. Yet each gain left her heavier, her heart bound by wants that grew with every prize. One dusk, Weary, she sat beneath an olive tree, its leaves whispering in the breeze. In that stillness, her desires fell quiet, not gone, but weightless, like petals carried by the wind. Livia rose, not richer, but free. Her dreams no longer chains, but lights guiding her home. Stillness lifts the weight of desire, transforming longing into a gentle guide rather than a master. The Greek poet Sappho sang of love's fire, kindled in quiet moments that freed the heart. Christian mystics, in their silent prayers, found peace by releasing worldly wants to divine will. Modern psychology reveals this truth, showing that mindfulness softens attachment, reducing the stress that binds us to unfulfilled needs. The law of attraction flourishes here. When you hold desires lightly, they align with the universe's flow, manifesting without the burden of grasping. We cling to desire, fearing that to loosen our grip is to lose what we seek. Our lives are a tangle of wants, success, love, certainty, weaving chains we mistake for strength. Yet Livia's freedom came not from gaining, but from letting go. Stoic thinkers, like Seneca, taught that true wealth lies in needing little, trusting life's sufficiency. Celtic druids saw desires as streams, meant to flow, not stagnate. The law of stillness teaches that surrender is not loss, it is liberation, freeing your dreams to dance with the universe's rhythm. This lightness is yours, alive in the pause before you act, in the breath that softens need, in the silence where wants grow gentle. Science affirms that letting go enhances clarity, quieting the brain's reward circuits to reveal what truly matters. Your desires, held without clinging, become stars in the universe's sky, guiding you with light rather than weight. Their fulfillment, a gift, not a demand. Release this weight now, when dawn's first glow or evening's calm calls you to rest. Find a quiet space, a single candle or star your guide, and sit, hands resting lightly, as if cradling a fragile flame. For 10 minutes, let one desire, a hope, a need, float in your mind, not grasping it, but watching it drift like a leaf on water. Your breath a gentle current. Feel its weight dissolve, its essence brightening in your presence. As you finish, blow softly toward the light, a gesture of setting it free to the universe's care. Place a small twig where you'll see it daily, a reminder of your release. You are the flame's keeper, unbound by want, forever guided by the light of surrender. Chapter 15. The Altar of Release. In the rolling hills of ancient Provence, where lavender fields stretched beneath a sky painted with twilight's amber glow, a healer named Aloria crafted an altar of stone beneath a weathered oak. Pilgrims sought her, hearts heavy with burdens, grief, regret, unspoken fears, hoping for solace in her touch. Aloria offered no potions, only silence, inviting each soul to rest beside her altar, hands open to the evening's hush. One wanderer, scarred by loss, knelt there, her sorrow a weight no words could lift. In stillness, she felt it soften, not erased, but released, like ashes carried by the wind. Aloria smiled, her eyes gentle as starlight. "The altar holds nothing," she said. "It frees everything." The wanderer rose, not healed, but whole. Her pain no longer a chain, but a memory set free. Stillness is the altar where burdens dissolve, a sacred space where the heart releases what it can no longer carry. Celtic druids built cairns in quiet glades, marking moments of letting go with stones smoothed by time. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus taught that freedom lies in releasing what lies beyond our grasp, trusting the cosmos's greater plan. Modern psychology unveils this wisdom, showing that mindfulness eases the grip of trauma, allowing pain to flow without clinging to the soul. The law of attraction finds clarity here. When you release old weights, your intentions soar, unburdened, aligning with the universe's radiant design. We fear this release, clutching memories and wounds as if they define us, dreading that silence might strip away our strength. Our days are a struggle to hold fast, regrets we cannot undo, fears we cannot name. Yet, Eloria's altar asked for no sacrifice, only surrender. Christian mystics, in their silent prayers, found peace by offering their cares to divine hands. Greek poets, like Pindar, sang of the soul's liberation in moments of quiet grace. The law of stillness teaches that letting go is not loss. It is renewal, a clearing where your dreams take wing, freed from the shadows of yesterday. This altar is yours, alive in the pause where you loosen your grip, in the breath that carries pain away. Science affirms that meditative stillness calms the mind's defensive walls, allowing buried emotions to surface and dissolve, leaving clarity in their wake. Your desires, unweighted by past sorrows, become lights in the universe's sky, guiding you with ease toward their fulfillment. Build this altar now, when dusk cloaks the world in velvet calm. Find a quiet place, a garden's edge, a sill beneath the stars, and gather a small stone, its weight a gentle anchor. For 10 minutes, sit or kneel, breath soft, letting one burden, a grief, a fear, rest in your open hands, not held, but offered to the silence. Feel it lighten, carried by an unseen breeze. As you finish, place the stone before you, a marker of your release. You are the altar's keeper, unburdened by what was, forever open to the universe's boundless grace. Chapter 16. The Breath of the Cosmos. Every breath weaves you into eternity's tapestry, a thread binding earth to sky. In a windswept monastery atop Scotland's rugged cliffs, where gulls cried hymns to the dawn, a monk named Colum sat in stillness, his breath a quiet rhythm blending with the sea's endless song. Seekers climbed to him, hearts restless for meaning, longing to touch the divine. Colum offered no sermons, only silence, guiding them to breathe as one with the world's pulse. One pilgrim, adrift in doubt, joined him, feeling her breath merge with the wind, the waves, the stars. In that stillness, she found not answers, but unity, a cosmos alive within her, vast as the heavens. Colum's eyes twinkled like dawn's first light. "You do not seek the divine," he said. "You breathe it." She left, not wiser, but whole, her breath a bridge to forever. Stillness is the breath of the cosmos, a sacred rhythm uniting your heart with all that is. Norse skalds sang of Yggdrasil, the world tree whose roots hum with life's unseen pulse. Christian mystics, in their quiet vigils, felt God's spirit in each breath's rise and fall. Modern science echoes this harmony, revealing that conscious breathing synchronizes brainwaves, aligning mind and body with a rhythm deeper than thought. The law of attraction flows through this unity. When you breathe in stillness, your intentions weave into the universe's fabric, manifesting with the ease of a tide returning home. We disrupt this rhythm, our lives a flurry of haste, rushing plans, shallow fears, forgetting the breath that anchors us to eternity. We seek meaning beyond ourselves, as if the divine were distant, yet Colum's silence was a bridge, not a barrier. Stoic philosophers like Seneca urged us to find peace in life's natural flow, each breath a moment of alignment. Celtic seers saw the wind as spirit, joining all life in a single song. The law of stillness teaches that you are not separate. Your breath is the universe's pulse, carrying your dreams into being. This breath is yours, alive in the pause before you speak, in the sigh that softens worry, in the quiet where you meet the infinite. Science shows that deep breathing calms the nervous system, fostering clarity that aligns your desires with the world's unseen tides. In stillness, you become a vessel, your intentions flowing with the cosmos's endless dance. Breathe this unity now. When dawn's glow or evening's hush calls you to rest, find a quiet place, a park, a porch, a window framing the sky, and sit, hands resting lightly, eyes soft. For 9 minutes, let your breath flow slow and deep, each inhale a gift, each exhale a surrender, blending with the world's rhythm. Feel your presence expand, vast as the sea. As you finish, press your fingers to the ground, anchoring this union. You are the cosmos's breath, boundless and whole, forever joined to the pulse that weaves all things. Chapter 17. The Echo of Surrender. Surrender sings, its echo reshaping the stars. In the ancient valleys of Arcadia, where meadows bloomed beneath a sky of endless gold, a poet named Thalia wandered, her verses heavy with unspoken dreams. She sought a song to capture eternity, yet each note faltered, lost in her striving. One twilight, weary, she sat by a stream, its murmur her only companion. In stillness, she let her words fall silent, her heart open to the world's quiet pulse. A melody rose, not from her pen, but from the earth, the wind, the light. A song vast as creation, echoing her surrender. Thalia laughed, not for triumph, but for joy. The universe sang through her release. She left, her scroll empty, her soul alight, her dreams no longer hers, but shared with the cosmos. Stillness is the echo of surrender, a resonance that amplifies your trust in life's unseen design. The Greek philosopher Heraclitus taught that all flows from a hidden harmony, heard only in quiet. Celtic bards wove tales of spirits answering those who yielded to the earth's song. Modern psychology unveils this truth, showing that surrender reduces resistance, opening the mind to insights that spark transformation. The law of attraction thrives here. When you release control, your intentions ripple outward, answered by the universe's boundless chorus. We resist this echo, gripping plans and fears as if surrender were defeat, our days a fortress built against uncertainty. Yet Thalia's song came not from force, but from letting go. Christian mystics found divine grace in yielding their will. Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius saw freedom in embracing life's rhythm. The law of stillness teaches that surrender is not absence, it is connection, a harmony that weaves your desires into the universe's melody. This echo lives in you, in moments when you pause before acting, when silence softens your need to know, when trust hums beneath your breath. Science affirms that meditative stillness enhances neural flexibility, fostering possibilities that control obscures. Your dreams offered to this echo become notes in a greater song, their fulfillment a gift born of alignment, not demand. Hear this echo now, when starlight blankets the world in quiet wonder. Find a place where the heart feels free, a meadow, a rooftop, a sill beneath the night, and stand or sit, hands open as if catching the sky's glow. For 10 minutes, Let silence be your song, each breath a note, blending with the world's unseen melody. Your presence, a vessel for its hum. Feel your trust deepen, vast as the heavens, carrying your dreams beyond yourself. As you finish, hum a single tone, a gesture of joining the chorus. You are the echo's heart, resonant with eternity, forever sounding the universe's boundless song. Chapter 18, The Horizon of Faith. In the windswept highlands of ancient Caledonia, where heather bloomed beneath a sky vast as eternity's promise, a seer named Branwen stood atop a crag, her gaze fixed on the horizon's golden edge. Villagers climbed to her, hearts shadowed by doubt, seeking omens to light their paths through life's uncertainties. Branwen offered no prophecies, only silence, inviting them to pause and face the dawn's unbroken line. One farmer, burdened by fears of failing crops, joined her vigil, feeling his worries soften in the quiet, not answered, but held by a trust deeper than sight. Branwen's voice was soft as mist. "The horizon holds no secrets," she said. "It calls you to believe." He descended, not certain, but steady, his faith a flame kindled in stillness, guiding him beyond the scene. Stillness is the horizon of faith, a sacred pause where trust rises to meet the unseen with open heart. Celtic bards sang of the other world's light, glimpsed by those who believed without proof. Stoic philosophers, like Seneca, taught that peace flows from trusting life's greater order, even in shadow. Modern psychology unveils this power, showing that stillness fosters resilience, quieting fears to nurture a belief that carries you forward. The law of attraction rests on this faith. When you pause in trust, your intentions align with the universe's rhythm, unfolding paths no doubt can obscure. We shy from faith, our lives a fortress of control, plans to ward off failure, fears that cling like fog, dreading silence might reveal a void. Yet Branwen's crag was no place of lack. It was a threshold where trust met truth. Christian mystics in their wordless prayers found divine certainty in letting go. Greek poets like Pindar saw faith as a star, guiding the soul through night's embrace. The law of stillness teaches that faith is not blind. It is vision, a quiet knowing that your dreams are held in the universe's boundless care. This horizon is yours, alive in moments when you pause before choosing, when silence whispers of possibilities unseen, when trust glows beneath your breath. Science affirms that meditative calm strengthens hope, aligning the mind with futures no worry can dim. Your desires, rooted in faith, become beacons, drawing the universe's light to meet them with grace. Step toward this horizon now, when dawn's first rays or evening's hush paints the world in quiet gold. Find a place where the sky feels vast. A hill, a rooftop, a window framing light, and stand, hands open as if embracing the dawn. For 10 minutes, let your breath flow gently, fears drifting like clouds across an endless sky, your presence anchored in trust. Feel the horizon call, not with answers, but with certainty vast as the heavens. As you finish, lift your eyes to the light, a silent vow to believe. You are faith's keeper, boundless and steady, forever guided by the universe's eternal dawn. Part 4. The Infinite Stillness. You have drifted with surrender's gentle current, trusting the river to carry your heart home. Now the journey opens to infinite stillness, a vast embrace where boundaries fade and your soul meets the eternal. Here, stillness is not a pause but a circle, joining you to the universe's timeless rhythm. Ancient Greek poets, like Pindar, glimpsed this unity in the quiet beyond thought. Celtic seers heard it in the wind's soft chant, weaving earth and sky. Christian mystics rested in divine peace, boundless as the heavens. Stoic sages found it in life's unbroken flow. Through stories of wisdom and science's subtle truths, you will learn to dwell in this endless now, crafting dreams as one with the cosmos, forever held in the stillness that shapes all things. Chapter 19. The Circle of Being. In the quiet cloisters of a Tuscan monastery, where ivy clung to stones worn smooth by centuries, a mystic named Clara sat beneath a vaulted arch, her breath a silent thread weaving through the dusk. Seekers came, hearts bound by names and creeds, yearning for a truth to hold the divine. Clara spoke no tenets, guiding them instead to pause, hands open to the evening's calm. One pilgrim, rigid with doctrines, sat with her, feeling his certainties soften in the silence. Not shattered, but joined, as if the world drew a circle around his soul, endless and whole. Clara's smile was a breeze's touch. "You do not seek truth," she said. "You are its circle." He left, not defined, but boundless, his being woven into eternity. Stillness draws the circle of being, a sacred expanse where names dissolve, and you meet the whole of existence. Greek philosophers like Plotinus spoke of a unity beyond division, glimpsed in quiet contemplation. Celtic druids felt it in the rustle of sacred groves, where life merged into one. Modern psychology reveals this connection, showing that stillness fosters a sense of unity, easing the mind's need for labels to embrace the vastness within. The law of attraction aligns here. When you pause, your intentions blend with this boundless whole, manifesting with clarity no form can limit. We cling to names, roles, beliefs, divisions, fearing silence will erase our place, yet Clara's circle held no edges, only presence. Christian mystics, in their wordless prayers, found God in the heart's open space. Stoic thinkers, like Seneca, urged us to rest in life's unbroken flow, free of boundaries. The law of stillness teaches that you are not confined. You are the circle eternal, holding every dream in its gentle curve. This circle is yours, alive in the pause where thoughts fade, in the breath that needs no label, in the silence where you are one. Science affirms that meditation quiets separation, aligning desires with the universe's rhythm. Your intentions, rooted in unity, become threads in the cosmos weave, their fulfillment a gift of presence. Trace this circle now, when twilight casts its gentle hush across the world. Find a quiet space, a garden, a room, a sill beneath the dusk, and sit, a small bowl of water before you as your guide. For 10 minutes, let your breath flow soft, dipping a finger to ripple the water, watching circles spread, your presence their center. Feel yourself expand, not bound, but whole, joined to all. As you finish, pour the water to the earth, a gesture of unity's flow. You are being's circle, boundless and whole, forever woven in the universe's endless embrace. Chapter 20. The Unity of All Things. In a windswept meadow of ancient Wales, where wildflowers swayed beneath a sky stitched with twilight's golden threads, a bard named Elowyn gathered villagers under the stars, her voice a quiet hum, blending with the night's breath. They came, hearts heavy with division, self from kin, earth from sky, seeking songs to heal their solitude. Elowyn spoke no verses, guiding them to sit in silence, breaths joining the meadow's rustle. One weaver, estranged by pride, felt her separateness dissolve, not into loss, but into a vastness. Grass, stars, neighbors, one. Elowen's eyes shimmered like dew. "You are not alone," she said. "You are the weave." She left, not mended, but whole, her soul a thread in the cosmos's endless cloth. Stillness unveils the unity of all things, a sacred weave where walls fall and truth binds all in harmony. Greek poets like Pindar sang of the soul's kinship with eternity, felt in quiet awe. Christian mystics, in their silent prayers, touched a divine thread, joining every heart. Modern science echoes this, revealing a quantum field where no boundary divides one from another, all entangled in a single dance. The law of attraction flows from this weave. In stillness, your intentions thread into the whole, manifesting as dawn greets the world. We build walls, splitting self from other, fearing silence will unravel our place. Yet Alowen's meadow was no void. It was a loom, crafting oneness. Celtic druids heard this in the earth's soft chant, a song linking life to life. Stoic sages, like Marcus Aurelius, saw it in the cosmos' unity, each part serving all. The law of stillness teaches that you are not apart. Your presence binds every dream to the universe's endless cloth. This unity is yours, alive in the pause where pride softens, in the breath that joins you to the breeze, in the silence where all connect. Science shows meditation fosters interconnectedness, aligning desires with the cosmos's flow. Your intentions woven in this unity become patterns in eternity's design, their fulfillment a chorus of the whole. Weave this unity now, when evening's hush cloaks the world in gentle dusk. Find a place where life breathes, a park, a porch, a window framing stars, and sit, a piece of string in hand, as your loom. For 10 minutes, let your breath flow, tying a loose knot for each soul you hold dear, your presence threading them as one. Feel yourself joined, vast as the night, part of all. As you finish, untie one knot, a gesture of shared freedom. You are the cosmos's weave, boundless and whole, forever tied to the universe's endless song. Chapter 21. The Silent Architect. You craft worlds with a whisper, quiet, yet vast. In the ancient hills of Crete, where olive trees stood beneath a sky burning with dawn's amber glow, a sculptor named Theron shaped stone by a cliff's edge, his hands tracing visions no eye could see. Seekers gathered, awed as forms, heroes' winds, emerged from rough slabs, not by might, but by pause. Theron worked in silence, his chisel guided by a truth unspoken, each stroke a breath of eternity. One potter, stalled by doubt, asked his art's source. Theron stilled, eyes bright as seas. "I do not shape," he said. "I listen, and the stone sings." The potter left, not skilled, but inspired, her hands alive with silence's boundless craft. Stillness is the architect of creation, a sacred pause where your dreams carve reality's form. Greek sages, like Plato, spoke of the soul as a builder, shaping truth from timeless essence. Celtic seers felt it in the whisper of sacred winds, guiding life's design. Modern neuroscience unveils this craft, showing silence sparks creative networks, forging visions no struggle can match. The law of attraction builds here. In stillness, your intentions rise like structures, aligned with the universe's eternal plan. We doubt this craft, believing creation needs force. Our days a clamor of effort, plans, fears, tasks, as if silence were empty. Yet Theron's chisel danced because he trusted the quiet. Christian mystics, in their wordless prayers, found God as creation's source. Stoic thinkers like Seneca urged us to shape life with inner peace, not strain. The law of stillness teaches you are not a toiler. You are a builder, your presence carving eternity's stone. This architect is yours, alive in the pause where ideas align, in the breath that holds your dream, in the silence where worlds bloom. Science affirms meditative stillness sharpens focus, weaving intentions with clarity no chaos rivals. Your desires, shaped in quiet, become pillars in the universe's design. Their realization, a testament to silent craft. Build this truth now, when dawn's glow or evening's calm calls you to create. Find a quiet space, a garden, a desk, a sill beneath the sky, and sit, a pebble in hand, as your stone. For 10 minutes, let your breath flow soft, holding one vision, a hope, a dream, lightly, your presence its chisel. Feel it take shape, firm as earth, vast as wind. As you finish, place the pebble where light falls, a gesture of creation's trust. You are the architect's heart, boundless and whole, forever shaping the universe's timeless design. Chapter 22. The Boundless Heart. In a quiet valley of ancient Provence, where cypress trees swayed beneath a sky flushed with evening's violet, a healer named Morwen tended a grove sacred to the old ways, its air heavy with lavender's sigh. Pilgrims sought her, hearts bound by wounds, anger, loss, pride, yearning for love to ease their pain. Morwen spoke no cures, guiding them to sit in silence, breaths soft as the grove's embrace. One trader, scarred by mistrust, joined her, feeling his heart unfold in the stillness, not mended but widened, holding all, friend, foe, stranger, in a gentle tide. Morwen's smile was a wind's caress. Love has no walls, she said. It sails where silence guides. He left, not healed, but vast, his heart a boundless sea. Stillness unfurls the boundless heart, a sacred tide where love flows beyond all limits, joining every soul. Greek poets like Sappho sang of love's timeless current, kindled in quiet moments. Celtic seers felt it in the hum of sacred springs, uniting earth and spirit. Modern psychology reveals this power, showing stillness nurtures empathy, dissolving barriers to weave heart with heart. The law of attraction radiates here. When you rest in love's expanse, your intentions sail freely, manifesting with the universe's gentle grace. We guard our hearts, building walls of fear or blame, believing silence will bear our flaws. Yet Morwen's grove was no cage. It was a sail, catching love's endless breeze. Christian mystics, in their silent prayers, found divine love embracing all. Stoic sages like Epictetus saw compassion as life's truest strength, boundless in calm. The law of stillness teaches that love is not walled. You are its tide, infinite, carrying dreams to every shore. This heart is yours, alive in the pause where resentment fades, in the breath that holds no blame, in the silence where all are joined. Science affirms meditative stillness fosters connection, aligning desires with the cosmos's rhythm. Your intentions, rooted in love, become currents, drawing harmony to the world's embrace. Sail this heart now, when dusk drapes the world in velvet calm. Find a quiet place, a meadow, a porch, a sill beneath the stars, and sit, a feather in hand, as your sail. For 10 minutes, let your breath flow gently, each exhale loosening a weight, hurt, pride, your presence a tide embracing all. Feel love widen, vast as the sea, touching every life. As you finish, release the feather to the breeze, a gesture of boundless care. You are love's tide, infinite and whole, forever sailing the universe's eternal sea. Chapter 23, The Eternal Return. Every journey circles home, a wind returning to its source. In the ancient moors of Ireland, where grasses dance beneath a sky streaked with dawn's silver veil, a skald named Sigrid stood by a weathered stone, her songs tracing life's endless spiral. Wanderers sought her, lost in paths of sorrow, yearning for a place to rest their hearts. Sigrid offered no routes, only silence, guiding them to hear the moor's quiet hum, steady as eternity's breath. One sailor, broken by loss, sat with her, feeling his grief weave into the wind's chant, not gone, but circling back, to peace, to home. Sigrid's voice was a breeze's sigh. "You never stray," she said. "You always return." He rose, not mended, but whole, his soul tracing the spiral to now. Stillness is the eternal return, a sacred pause where every path winds back to your timeless core. Norse seers spoke of fate's weave, threads circling through silence's heart. Christian mystics, in their quiet prayers, found God's presence in each moment's renewal. Modern physics unveils this spiral, revealing a universe where energy loops, forever held in now. The law of attraction flows here. In stillness, your intentions return, manifesting as tides find their shore. We flee endings, grasping moments as if silence might break life's thread. Our days a chase from loss. Yet Sigrid's stone was no grave. It was a center where all paths meet. Greek sages like Heraclitus saw change as a circle, born in quiet. Celtic bards sang of rebirth, life's spiral in silence's depths. The law of stillness teaches you are not adrift. Your presence is home, eternal, cradling every dream in its curve. This return is yours, alive in the pause where longing rests, in the breath that carries you inward, in the silence where endings bloom anew. Science shows meditation fosters peace, aligning the mind with life's cycles, revealing their oneness. Your desires, held in this return, become winds in the universe's dance, their fulfillment a homecoming to presence. Trace this return now, when dawn's light or evening's hush calls you home. Find a place where earth sings, a hill, a garden, a sill beneath the sky, and sit, a cord in hand, as your thread. For 10 minutes, let your breath circle, each inhale a step, each exhale a return, thoughts drifting like clouds, unheld. Feel yourself arrive here, whole. As you finish, tie a soft knot in the cord, a gesture of life's spiral. You are eternity's breath, boundless and home, forever circling the universe's timeless heart. Chapter 24, The Stillness Beyond. Beyond seeking, beyond form, there hums a stillness vast as the world's first dawn. In a sacred glade of ancient Brittany, where oaks stood beneath a sky of endless stars, an elder named Cillian rested by a weathered stone, his presence a quiet chord in the night's embrace. Seekers came, hearts brimming with questions. Why life? What's next? Yearning for truths to anchor the unknown. Cillian offered no replies, guiding them to sit in silence, breaths weaving with the glade's soft pulse. One scholar, worn by endless quests, joined him, feeling her need to know dissolve, not answered, but transcended into a peace vast as the heavens. Cillian's gaze glowed like embers. "You are not the search," he said. "You are the stillness." She left, not defined, but boundless, one with the eternal now. Stillness is the beyond, a sacred vastness where questions fade and you rest in truth's unbroken weave. Celtic druids heard this in the hush of sacred groves, where time joined eternity. Greek sages, like Plato, felt it in thought's quiet end, where being dwells. Modern neuroscience unveils this peace, showing deep meditation merges self with a whole no word can hold. The law of attraction completes its dance here. In stillness, your intentions blend with the infinite, manifesting as the universe's own breath. We chase truths, fearing silence will leave us lost. Our days, a quest for answers, we place afar. Yet Cillian's glade was no void. It was home, where all resides. Christian mystics, in their wordless prayers, touched peace beyond grasp. Stoic thinkers, like Seneca, found life's wholeness in calm's embrace. The law of stillness teaches you are not apart. You are the vastness, eternal, where every dream is whole. This vastness is yours, alive in the pause where seeking ends, in the breath that asks for nothing, in the silence where you are one. Science affirms stillness nurtures transcendence, aligning heart with a cosmos beyond limit. Your desires, held in this vastness, become winds, their light eternal in the universe's weave. Dwell in this vastness now when night's calm or dawn's glow calls you to rest. Find a quiet place, a glade, a shore, a sill beneath the stars, and sit, a small shell in hand, as your anchor. For 10 minutes, let silence be your sea, breath soft, thoughts drifting like waves, your presence boundless as sky. Feel yourself merge, not into nothing, but all whole and free. As you finish, place the shell where light falls, a gesture of eternal home. You are stillness heart, boundless and whole, forever joined to the universe's timeless weave. Conclusion. You have journeyed through the vast silence, from the first whispers of the void's cradle to the boundless stillness that holds eternity's light. The stillness law is not a destination, but a homecoming, a return to the quiet heart of your being, where every dream, every breath is woven into the universe's infinite tapestry. In the dawn of silence, you glimpse the mirror of your soul, reflecting truths no clamor could obscure. Through presence's alchemy, you shaped desires with clarity, forging paths where intuition led. In surrender's gentle flow, you released burdens to the river's care, trusting the unseen to carry you home. And in the infinite stillness, you became light, unity, creator, boundless, eternal, one with all. This silence is not absence, it is fullness, the pulse beneath every moment, the light within every star. You are not a seeker chasing distant shores. Your heart is the shore, where love, purpose, and peace already dwell, unveiled by the pause that holds them close. The law of attraction is no secret. It is the universe's rhythm, answering your stillness with grace, weaving your intentions into reality's endless song. Each breath you take is a prayer, each moment a creation, each silence a step into the divine. Carry this stillness now into dawn's tender glow or evening's velvet hush. Let it be your guide, not as a rule, but as a truth, alive in every pause, every glance, every dream. The universe does not demand your effort. It asks only that you rest, trusting its light to shine through you. You are the silence, infinite and whole, forever crafting the world with love's eternal flame.